All right. Where are we starting today? We are starting with metallic brown in here, in these centers here. So, let me give my paint a little stir, and I actually need to top up the paint, I think. So let's give it a clean before we get started. Hello everybody. Hi Letitia, how you doing? Good to see ya. Just gonna do a little paint stirring. And then we're gonna start with the metallic brown top dots that we've got to do. And then we are going to finish the top swoops on the outer edge. And then then we're done. And I kind of can't believe it. I'm kind of pretty excited about it. How are you guys doing? Hi, Patty. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Heather. Hi, Tina. Hi, Doris. How you doing? Hi, Sue. How's it going? Hi, Rebecca. Staring at my blank disc on the wall, hoping it will dry faster if it keeps staring at it. I think Devin Dotting put instructions on how you can put it in the oven so that it'll dry a lot faster instead of leaving it up. I don't know what the instructions are, but I was going to try it out. But I know Devin Dotting will put their stones in the oven to dry faster, so you don't have to wait as long. Hi, Maribel. Yes, the live is just starting. We are getting started now. We're going to be live for 2 hours. Yes, I have 2 dark yellow swoops that need to be removed. I know, I feel like I'm on Romper Room when I'm doing it, Rebecca. It's so funny that you say that. I see Rebecca and Heather and Sue and Patty. Oh, and there's Doris, and it always makes me laugh. So yeah, I'll remove those dark yellow swoops there now, actually. Get them off of here. And then I have a couple dots that are going to need touch-ups as well. So yeah, then it's just going to be the touch-ups, which is kind of awesome. I'm so excited. I'm so happy with how this has turned out. So happy. So, one question that came up last night is, why didn't I remove these yellow swoops last night? And that was because at the time I had a lot of wet paint on the surface. And if I had scraped that off, it was an invitation for that paint to get stuck in some of the wet paint. So, a lot of times when there are changes you need to make or pulling paint off, you might find that you want to wait until the surface is really, really dry so that you don't risk cross-contamination. I have enough projects I could just finish while you're waiting. No, it's not the point. It's not the point at all. It's how can you get that disc as fast as possible. Yeah, I remember watching that all the time. That's all right. You stay as long as you can. What will you do instead of the yellow swoops? Instead of the yellow swoops, I'm going to replace these swoops because they just got smudged. So I have to fix those. And then I'm going to do the light yellow swoops on the edge. Hi, Cara. How you doing? Treated yourself to a bunch of yarn. Fantastic. Do you know what you're going to make? Have you decided what you're going to make? All right. So in our center dot here too, I'm gonna tempt fate, and I'm gonna do another one on top of that. I am. and make it a little bit, and just add a little more paint there. Oh, I'm glad you're doing good, Cara. That's awesome. Oh, yes. I had smudged that one. That was a swoop that I had completely stuck my hand in. Like, I did it good, too. Like, the whole side of my hand was just covered in yellow paint. And so we continued on and moved past it with the goal of me fixing it today once it had dried, because it was going to be easier to, because I smudged it so badly, I would have made a bigger mess trying to fix it last night. So yeah, it was a smudged one. Sorry, I thought that I got that on camera too. Sorry about that. So yeah, so it was a great big smudge. So that is I think that's the only repair that's going to need to be made, I think. I think all the rest, I've got a couple little touch-ups, but I think I might, there might be a couple other repairs, like remove a couple dots here and there. And I think there's a couple little splatter marks here and there too. Isn't that metallic fantastic? And it dries even better than when, like, it makes it so pretty. I love it. Hi, David. How you doing? Yep, stuck my hand in paint. It was terrible. Then I found this amazing mandala yarn. Not sure what to make out of that. Anything you feel like, Cara. That's the beauty of it. Glad you're doing good, David. What you been up to? Yeah, there's a couple little tiny yellowish dots. So what I'm planning on doing is I want to get everything done, and then I'm going to go through the whole piece and look at doing touch-ups. Holy shit, it's Jade. How you doing? What's going on? Hi, Barb. What's new, lovely? How you been? It's so good to see ya. Yay! All right, I'm gonna move you guys over to here, because we are now gonna do the top dots in here. So the more paint you add, the more kind of bulbous the paint will be. But if your paint's really runny, you got to be careful not to add too much paint, because then it could cause your dot to be significantly bigger than you intended. But I'm adding a bit more paint to each one so that it fills that up there nicely. You're making a popcorn blanket, then a parasol umbrella. Oh, that's beautiful. That's going to be awesome. I'm sorry, Rebecca. I know it's been so long. I don't think I've seen you in a few months. That's so nice. No, I promise I won't, Letitia. It's so nice. I'm doing good. How about you? What you been up to? Everybody, bring us up to speed. Jade. And thank you, Barb. I'm really, really happy with how it's turned out. So I will do a zoom out. So this one doesn't have a brown dot in the middle yet, because I've got to redo those dark yellow swoops. But we'll do the rest of them, and then I'll redo the dark yellow swoops, and then we'll work on the edge. And while the edge is being done, then the yellow swoop should dry enough that I can put the dark brown dot down, and then in a couple hours I should be able to go in and do the top dot. Guatemala, hello. Hello, hello. Thanks for coming to hang out, you guys. I am super excited because this table is almost done and I'm so freaking pleased with it. It is a long overdue gift for a friend. And it's been so fun to paint, and it's felt so good to get this project done for her. So the next steps after this, once it's fully dry, then we are going to protect this in resin. So one of the lives this week, I'm not sure which one, I'd like to say Tuesday's live in this week coming up, we will pour some resin. My goal is Tuesday, if all goes well. I've got a couple other panels that need resin as well, and I got some containers like the ones that Jenna Jgrons uses. She is just a friggin' wealth of information. I learned so much from her, and from you guys relaying stuff that she's done too. It's just so amazing. She's so wonderful. And if you saw her most recent video, I have no problem completely recognizing that a lot of you guys were the ones there to defend her and make sure that she knew that you had her back. But anyways, it was a really, really good tip to see the containers that she uses, and then she levels them out and it protects them while the resin is hardening. So we should be able to resin this table and potentially resin 2 to 3 more wood panels that are ready to go, which would be very, very cool. Let me scroll back here, bear with me. Hey Chaos Jess, how you doing? Thank you, Letitia. All right. So let's do a zoom out now. And here is our table. I can get a much better overhead view of it here on Instagram than I could on TikTok. That's nice. All right, so the only thing missing from the center now is the metallic brown, which is Rich Espresso by Deco Art Dazzling Metallics. So I have that top dot to do on that one once it dries. That could be in probably a couple hours. Shit. I shouldn't have painted that on though. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. I didn't do the replacement dark yellow swoops. Remember I removed some dark yellow swoops? Shit. We're so close. So close. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. It's fine. Well, it'll help me place that brown dot as long as I have room to get the dark yellow swoops in there on the outside. All right. It's fine. It's totally fine. Nothing bad is happening here. Nobody is dying. We can redo the brown dot. It's going to be fine. All right. Now that I've talked myself through that, I hope everybody else is all right. I'm going to bring you back down here now. And we will do those swoops there. Ah, thank you, Jade. Oh, thanks, Letitia. Thanks, Jess. I appreciate it very much. Hi, Audrey. What's up? Go have something to eat. Go hang out. You're all right. Audrey is not happy because I've been out all afternoon. Go ahead. Hi. You're all right. There we go. Now she's laying down and she's fine. Oh, this cat. I tell ya, best thing that's happened to me in a long time, that's for sure. Anywho, so it is a holiday weekend here in Canada. I know it is in the US as well. Anybody have any big plans? What are you getting up to this weekend? And what have you been up to today? Whether it's a holiday or not for you, what have you been doing? David, have you done any painting today? Doris, what about you? What are you working on? Everybody, let us know what you're working on. No, Letitia's got some of the big discs from Devon Dotting that have come out of molds as she's waiting for them to dry and paint. What has everybody been working on? Jade, what have you been up to lately? What do you got going on? Plug yourself. Yep, 4th of July celebrations. Nice, Cara. That's awesome. Today is Canada's birthday. July 1st is Canada's birthday. Son of a shit. Oh, I'm on fire today. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Hold, please. I will be with you in a moment. We're fine. I'll be able to redo that top dot. It'll be fine. All right. Thank you, Royo. Working on a moon and sun mandala. Ooh, very nice. I get so excited to see your work, Doris. It's so beautiful. Hubby and I got coffee, went for a drive, and working on a micro macrame bracelet. Oh, that's cool. That's super cool. Just got out of the pool and I'm making a breakfast casserole for dinner. Oh, that sounds fantastic. Breakfast for dinner is great. 4th of July is the United States, which is Independence Day, and Canada is July 1st. No, why would you, right? This is the beauty of how we have so many people from so many different places that get to join these lives. We get to learn about each other's holidays and celebrations and all of that. I think it's wonderful. Please keep asking questions if you're not familiar. We've got to be able to do that. We're the safe place to be able to do that, right? Haven't painted much in about a month. but for good reason. I'm working on a brand new craft space. Oh my God, that's so exciting. Oh, I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to see it. Started the color challenge in Christina's group. Fantastic. Christina Lee is, if for anybody who is watching on the replay or who is here and is not familiar, Christina Lee is an incredible dot mandala artist. And she has a great Facebook group. And there are lots of challenges, all that sort of stuff. I have a good Facebook group too. Not taken away from that. But the more you can be involved with different groups in the community, the more artists and knowledge you're going to be exposed to, right? So find a whole bunch of Dot Mandala Facebook groups if you're on Facebook and soak up whatever knowledge and information you can get from each of those spaces. 0. Oh, that was the O. Yeah, it is. It's fine. It's fine, isn't it, Sarah? I hope you all took a drink. I know, I do. I need to just pour it straight from the bottle over my head and then just say, you know what? This is just the way that I live now. Thank you, Rita. I'm not wearing my It's Fine t-shirt today. I totally should be, though. That was a missed opportunity, wasn't it? Well, at least that paint's not on that dot anymore, and I can put my hand down to do this swoop. So, you know, let's say I did it on purpose. Which is bullshit. I didn't do it on purpose. Absolute bullshit. But sometimes we get to tell ourselves bullshit to just make ourselves feel a little bit better. Sometimes that's just what has to happen. Due to shaking hands at the moment, I can't do much painting, but Letitia animated me to buy more paint. I love it. Oh, that's so fun. Oh, I hope that you're able to get to creating in whatever way is kind of good for your soul. And buying pretty paints is certainly very therapeutic. That's wonderful. And Ingrid, I didn't realize that was you. Sorry. Took me a minute, but I realize it's you now. Sorry, lovely. This typical celebration for Canada Day is barbecues, fireworks. People go to the beach. They generally just spend the day. A lot of people spend the day outside. Big barbecues, that kind of thing, and then fireworks at night. If you go to Ottawa, you can go to Capitol Hill, to the Parliament buildings there, and they always do a great big concert and fireworks, but fireworks are the big thing. Resting, probably crochet tomorrow after church. Fantastic, Cara. That's awesome. Rest is good for the soul, too. Right? And didn't we say the other day that we saw that post that said buying craft supplies and using craft supplies are two completely different hobbies? Right? Completely different hobbies. I need to... Oh, the other thing I should let you guys know about is I am going to have an announcement on July the 15th about the date and subject matter of our next workshop. So I'm going to take the next couple of weeks, but on July the 15th, which is a Saturday, I will release ticket sales and I will let you know what it is we're going to be doing. Also on July 15th, I'm going to be doing a huge shop update. I counted today, and between the wood panels, the canvas stretch canvases and the flower pots. I have 17 items that I'm trying to finish up, and I want to get them listed on my site. But I also have some inventory that I'm going to run a great Christmas in July sale on. The tickets for the workshop will go live that day. And what was the other thing? I'm going to have some ornaments available that day as well. So July the 15th is at noon Eastern is when I'll have all that stuff on my website. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be kind of giving some sneak peeks of what's going to be in that. But a couple of things that are definitely going to be in that shop update are going to be the large rainbow panel, the big blue canvas panel that we did, the paw print tic-tac-toe board is going to be there, and a whole bunch of others. So I'm really excited for that. It's going to be really, really fun. And to have the, I've actually got some older inventory as well that I'm going to be kind of running a bit of a clearance sale on. And it's kind of some cool stuff. It's been really fun to revisit it. Some of the stuff that I did before that some of it's going to be really hard to say goodbye to because I've gotten so comfortable with having it around. But there's some kind of neat pieces in there that a lot of you have never seen before, which is going to be kind of fun too. So keeping that in mind, I also am hoping, if I can manage to get my shit together well enough to be able to actually pull this off for the 15th, I'm hoping that I can also finish the other 2 tables. That's another goal that I have for the 15th of July, is to have the other 2 tables, have them resanded and re-resined. So I have literally just enough time over the 2 weeks to really do that and not be like mad rush timing it and switching projects kind of thing, but really being able to do it properly. So hopefully I'll be getting that ball rolling this week too. We found a Mormon cricket in our yard and I had to leave it for a minute to make a house for it. Oh, that's fantastic. Would you guys like to see the other tables? I've got the other 2 tabletops in the other room. I can grab them and show them to you. Hang on, I'll go get them. See, you don't even have to answer yes. I'm going to go do it anyway. Right. So, all right, let me move this up here a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to move this one. I did this one on a beige table. I'll zoom in there so you can see it a bit. I love this one. Love this one. So there's some dust and some cat hair in the resin, so I need to sand it and then pour a new thin coat over top. So this is, I love this one. And then all the top dots on the edge. It was a really fun one to do. Thanks, guys. So that one, yes, so this is resin. This is Art Resin brand that I used. So yeah, I need to sand off quite a bit of that resin because it's getting really heavy too, because if to just add another layer is going to be difficult. So I want to really, I want to try and get as much of the resin off as I can to sand it down. And then I'll put another layer on as well. Now this one has 2 layers of resin on it already, and I'm definitely going to have to sand a lot of it down. Again, dust and some hair. Oh, it's dusty now too. Hold on a second. There's actual dust on here right now. Sorry. So once this I need to sand this one down because there's 2 layers of resin on this already. And to ship it to a new home is going to cost a bloody fortune. So I need to sand it anyway because I need to be able to get rid of some of the bubbles and the hair stuff and the imperfections. And then I'll put another thin coat of resin on it there. I love this one. This one I look back and for a lot of projects I can look at things and go, how did I even come up with the colors? How did I do this? And I don't even remember how I did it. I don't remember the thought process that I was having while I was doing it. And that to me this one, that it just makes this piece that much more special because those ones that I do when it's almost an out of body experience, those are the ones that I absolutely love them. I absolutely love them. Thanks, guys. Hi, Vicky. It does get super heavy after resin. So this one has 2 coats of resin on it and it's really, really heavy. So before I can do the resin to make the repairs to it that I need to, I've got to sand a lot of this resin off, which I needed to sand a lot off anyway because there's a bunch of hair and dust in here. So it needed to be done. I just need to get as much of that off as I can without scraping any of the paint off. And that scares me a little bit. So we'll see how it goes. So they come with legs as well that fold out so that you've got, here, let me show you. I don't know if you can see on the back. So, see, there's a hole. How can I show this? So there's a hole here, here, and here. So they've got foldable legs that pop into those holes. I use art resin. So that's how the legs work. The legs are folded up and away for a little while, so I can't put that on there yet. It did look like a watermelon, eh? All right, I'm just scrolling back to make sure I didn't miss out on any comments here. Thank you guys for all the love. I'm glad you liked them. Thanks, Cal. Oh, that'd be cool, Kara. Great blanket colors, yes. Thanks, Heather. Thanks, Kara. No, this is a metal table, and then I resin over top of it. It is a metal with a plastic coating, like a plastic protective coating. I'm just going to go put these back in the other room, and I'm going to get the sunflower one back up here so we can get it finished. I'll be right back. All right, let's get this one back in here. And let's spin it around, see where we're gonna start. We're gonna start right down here. We'll go here. Oh, thank you, Vita. Thank you, Rita. Thanks, everybody. I'm really happy with them, and I've had them for a while now, and I'd really like to find them good homes. So if I can, like I said, if I can manage to get my shit together enough, then I'm hoping to have the 2 tables ready to go as well by the 15th. So now we're just adding the 3rd layer of swoops so that these swoops around the edge, they're gonna almost glow in the dark. Gotta love swoops in a color grade. I'm glad it's satisfying. Thank you. So over the next couple of weeks, I'll be doing some resin on the lives. I'll be doing other things on the lives to get ready for July the 15th for the Christmas in July event, we'll call it. I haven't put any posts up yet about it with any details. It was just the plan my mind came up with earlier today. So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to be getting back on the once everything's ready for that, I'm going to be starting to paint a bunch of ornaments. But on the lives, I'm going to go back to the plan of painting some of the unique things that I've got. I've got a gypsum turtle that Tracy sent me. I've got some Santorini stones that Jan sent me a long time ago. I've got some beautiful wooden pieces, wooden rounds that Holly sent me. I've got years of buildup of canvases that I've bought for myself. I've got literally 1,000 ornaments. I've got teapots. All kinds of interesting stuff. So I still have the globe that never did last September when I started on the bus, when I did the marathon lives. All kinds of fun stuff. So I want to paint some of that stuff during the lives. Maybe occasionally we'll do I'll do an ornament painting live. But I still want to mix in, even though I want to paint a crap ton of ornaments, and that means to start soon. I don't want to eliminate the fun stuff that we tend to get into on these lives. Oh, you like the bus? I love the bus too. I miss the bus. But I know the bus is in a very good home with Donna. But it is definitely one of the things that I consider to be one of my best pieces ever. So once we're done here, because I don't have anything else prepped, I did bring in the letter. I'll show you some of these letters that I have casted that we can paint. I got my the letters Mandela Love Affair casted in gypsum from there was a company here in Canada called Pisa Supply, and I ordered some blanks and some molds from her, and so I've had these letters sitting around for a long time, and haven't done them yet. And then I got a mold so I can make some of my own, which is very exciting. And I've got some I got some fun ideas for those too. So many ideas. I'd like to use similar colors that I used on the bus. I'd like to use them on the globe too, I think. Now that I've tried the the Liquitex gouache, acrylic gouache in the neons. I think that those mixed with a couple colors that aren't fluorescent, that still look great in the color combo, I think those are going to be the ones that I use for the globe when I get back to it. So this is cool. This is basically going to be done by 6 o'clock, and we'll have an hour to work on the little letters for a little bit. These are so much faster than the shaped swoops. For the other 2 layers, I would put the paint down and then use the pointy tool to create the shape of the swoop. But these little dragged swoops are so much faster. I'm excited to see this one under resin too, because I think that's going to be a really, really satisfying resin pour. I feel like I might be running low on resin too. I might need to order some more. I should check that tonight. I'm going to be pouring enough resin on the bottom, the main part of the table, so that it will cover any dots. So it'll be thick enough to cover any dots and keep a flat surface. And then along the edge, I'll probably do a slightly thinner layer of resin to be able to feel some of the texture. But we'll see what happens when we get to that point. All right. I'm going to do the large chocolate brown dot, and then I'll redo the top dot after when I do the other one. So this one, I just got to find the right size tool. Bear with me 1 second here. Okay, there we go. That one is done, which means I can flatten that out because it's going to get a top dot when it dries. So then we can do a zoom out again and see how we're doing. Hi Zara, how you doing? Order some more gypsum as well. It goes fast now with the huge molds. Yeah, you're going to burn through that a lot faster. All right, there we go. There she is. So the only thing that's left to do then is going to be to do the 2 metallic brown top dots on these 2 here. But otherwise, and then the little touch-ups. So exciting. Yay! Oh, that feels so good to have that done. Just admiring it for a minute. I'm enjoying this. Found a spot where I forgot a dot. There we go. All right. Those two top dots, a few touch-ups and resin, and this baby will be able to make it be on its way to its new home. I can deliver it. Yay! Oh, I'm so happy. Thanks for coming on this ride with me, you guys. This was fun. This one was really, really fun. I'm going to try and download all of the lives that we worked on this table and put it into at least some kind of high-speed version. It might be a longer video, but I think that could be kind of fun to have on YouTube for the whole project. All right. I'm going to go grab the other letters, and I'm going to grab myself another can of pop because I'm almost out of my stuff to drink. And I'm going to take this away and go put it somewhere where it can sit and dry for a little bit on its own. I'll be right back. All right. Hi. Thank you, Patty. Thanks, Holly. Oh, I'm so glad that you guys enjoy coming and hanging out. It's okay. I'm jealous of it too, to be honest with you. I'm like, yeah, it's really pretty. It's really, really pretty. I'm so excited. All right. Oh, I forgot to grab the other letters. So there's the letter M that I have. Now these are dusty because they've been hidden away for a while. Thanks, Rebecca. This table's become like an old friend. Yeah, right? It's like getting to the end of the show that you were binge watching or to the end of that good book and go, well, now what do I do with my life? You know? Thanks, Tina. Thanks, Letitia. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for all that love. All right, so let me grab my paper towel. So we have M-A N D A L A L Most of these are going to need to be, I think they're going to need to be base painted because I think they're a little shoddy, but we'll see. One. Oh, I'm missing an A. So there's another A around here somewhere. Yeah, it's going to be very strange to be working on new projects. So these are the letters that I got from Pisa Supply. See how nice and thick they are? The mold that I had, I didn't read it, right? So it's only about half thick. So I don't know. I'm tempted to make 2 of them, put them together, and try and make my own mold for it. But I'm also going to just look on Amazon and see if I can find a mold that has thicker letters. I'm going to use the thinner layers. I've got big ideas, big ideas for these. So yeah, have to kind of wait and see. Now, I wonder where, oh, there's the other A. It's right over here. There we go. All right, so let's take a minute and I'm gonna paint them with black paint, and we can get these at least starting to dry, and then maybe we can just play with some ideas for color. So where is a paintbrush that I can use? Let's use you. All right. So these are made out of gypsum. They're about 1 inch thick, maybe a little less than 1 inch thick. And they've just been hanging around for a long time, so I figure these would be good to paint. Give them a shot. They've been sitting around for a long time, so doing a new base coat to make it feel like a nice shiny new surface to paint on. Now, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with these guys yet. I'm kind of going back and forth with color too. I don't really know what to do. I feel like they're thick enough that not doing anything with the sides of them would be a huge missed opportunity. So let me actually do that here. Because they're so thick, I think that I have to do something with them. I can't even tell you what I'm going to do with them once they're painted. I've thought about somehow figuring out how to mount them on some wood or something and have it be a sign, but I think that would be really, really heavy. Haven't really figured that out yet. But I'm not super concerned with it, to be honest with you, because I think it's just super friggin' fun. So we'll see. All right. Paw prints on the side could be super cute. Yeah, like painting my own logo, right? Good night, Ingrid. It was good to see ya. Thanks for coming to hang out. I could cover them in resin afterwards and make them like little figurines. I really don't know. And I'm kind of on the fence for color. Part of me wants to use the neon colors in the acrylic wash. Part of me wants to use my rainbow colors that I used on the square tile design on that canvas that we did. I feel like it needs to be a bright rainbow type situation, at least. Like I can't paint it something else, because I think that the rainbow colors are just too good. That would be a cute idea. I wonder if even like one of those little spice rack shelves from IKEA might work, eh? One of those little tiny ones. That could be kind of cool. That would be cute. And I could have that shelf in between the shelves where the cows are going to be. cows can surround it. Oh my god. That'd be the happiest damn shelf in the entire friggin' apartment. Okay, I'll get the rest of these later. Speaking of logo, I might one day crochet me a doll and put in a little box. Oh, that's a great idea. Great idea, Cara. Oh, should be a small piece of every piece that I made. Oh, like a quilt. Like putting together a quilt almost. Oh, that would be fun. And pick different ones that have different space available on them so that to help choose the design. That would be really cool. I should totally do that. You guys could help me. I could say, here's 2 of my past designs. Which colors should I use on the next letter? And take stuff from those designs. That would be a really cool idea. Really cool idea. Damn. I come with an idea like I'm gonna paint these letters and then you guys just shoot that idea to the moon. Thank you. That's super fun. I can't take credit for that one. I wouldn't have come up with that. Thanks, Holly. Both styles of colors. That could be cool. That could be really cool. I feel like I want to take a single group of colors and just figure out ways to switch them up from each letter. And so I could take elements from some of the different paintings. You know what I could do is I could do it with the inspiration deck. Because normally when we paint something from the inspiration deck, normally I paint it from the perspective of the words on the deck, on the card that we pull. But I could pull a couple of cards and then get you guys to help me figure out which color scheme I should use. I'll get you guys to vote on it. That could be really fun. That could be super fun. I'd have to be, I think I have to be careful though, because if I have a whole bunch of colors that I have to go to, I'm going to have to do my best to replicate them straight out of the bottle so I'm not mixing a bunch of custom colors for a letter. Now, I could mix the custom colors and do keychains as well, or ornaments, but I don't know how practical that's going to be. I'll have to think on that one. That one I'm going to think on. Think on. I feel like you have 3 main color schemes: rainbow, phoenix, and neons. Yeah, those are the ones that I tend to work in the most. Teals quite often too. I'll do teals and golds and greens and golds quite a bit too. But the rainbow is definitely the number one, I think. Let's see if these are dry enough. They might not be dry enough. We might have to, I might just go around and grab a whole bunch of other things that need to be painted and prepped, and we might just work on that for tonight. We'll see. We shall see. I enjoyed your beautiful works. The tables are very beautiful. Good night. Thank you, Vika. Thanks for coming to hang out. What are you guys doing for your holiday? If you are celebrating today? Ding, ding, ding. Whoop. I will be doing laundry and hopefully not having to console Audrey too much. Hopefully the fireworks aren't too bad, but I have a feeling it's going to be a long night. Oh, that sucks, Patty. That's tiring too in the heat. Painted my toenails in Mandela colors. That's awesome. Hot, humid day. Yeah. Good day for taking it easy then, eh? Went to the celebration but got rained out. Oh, that sucks. Because of the fire bans. So we're going to have a movie night. Oh, very nice. That's awesome. Very good. Dun, dun, dun. Audrey's not too bad from last night. I was actually surprised she didn't end up in Mom's closet like she normally does. She ended up, we bought an accent chair for Mom's room so that her PSW has somewhere to sit and so that I have somewhere to sit when I'm in there talking to her. And anyways, the box from that chair is super sturdy, and I have been keeping it because I originally had intended to use it to cut and make a cover for when I do the resin on the tables, thinking it was big enough to do that. And of course, while it's been sitting here, Audrey has laid claim to it. It's now her box. So now I'm going to, along with a couple other boxes that I have, I'm going to make it into a new cat castle for her. But anyways, the point of that whole tangent was to say she was inside that box yesterday, and I was absolutely shocked because I thought that wasn't going to be far enough away from the noise, but it was. She was curled up in that box. It must be a fairly soundproof box for her, and she felt really safe in there, which is good. I'm just glad that she has anywhere that she feels safe that she can kind of get away to. I kind of build her a little fort in Mom's closet too, so I'm going to make sure she's got lots of alternatives tonight. But she was okay. She seemed to recover pretty quickly from last night. So that's a relief. We have a family night once a week, no matter what. That'll be a cozy movie. That sounds fantastic. That sounds absolutely lovely. All right. And to dust these off, by the way, I'm not doing anything fancy with them. I'm actually just wiping them off on my t-shirt. Nothing fancy happening here. And for what I'm going to be using these for, I don't really, and because I don't really know exactly how I'm going to display them or how I'm going to deal with them, I'm not really worried if there's some dust in there. Excuse me. I'm not worried if there's some dust on the letters. But by the time we get back up to when we get these ones done, we might even be able to paint a little bit on one of them. because I'm not going to be drawing guidelines, so I'm not worried about... Sometimes if you try to draw guidelines before the base coat is fully dry, it will almost cut into your base coat layer. The pencil will almost dig into it. So, but because I don't have to do that, we might be able to just start painting and see what we come up with, which could be kind of fun, but that means definitely going to have to pick colors. I think rainbow is the way that I'm going to go. I'm going to go with the rainbow colors. I'm not going to do... oh, but part of me really wants to do black light. Hi, Audrey. Oh, I thought I'd made a decision and I haven't. Damn it. Used to be up all night with your dogs on the 4th just to have my old dog. Now he's 18. Oh, well, thank goodness he doesn't hear them. At least he's not going to be getting all stressed out, right? Thank goodness for that. Poor pupper. And I'm glad you don't have to stay up with them all night. It's tiring and it's heartbreaking, right? It's hard to not be able to console them, to tell them what's going on, to tell them that it's going to be okay. And just the stress of being up all night is not good either. It's just so hard. All right. So those ones are done. You know what? I'm going to go grab a couple other things that need to be base painted because we might as well do that now too. So sit tight. I'll be right back. Are you starving to death? Poor Audrey. All right. Got a couple other things that we can base coat. I can go grab a couple other things in a little bit too. So we'll let those dry. That would be cool. That would be cool, Heather. All kinds of good ideas. We'll see. That's possible. That's possible, Letitia. Maybe. All right. I'm going to paint. I've got this trinket tray. Hi, Audrey. That is going to need to be painted one of these days, so might as well get the base coat on. What's up, Audrey? She's getting restless because she wants food. We might be stopping for another minute in here in a little bit for me to go feed the cat. If she doesn't chill out. I think this one's going to be fun to paint. Definitely going to take a couple coats of paint. And I think once I'm done painting these ones too, I've got some ideas. I think some of them will end up using resin on them, and some of them I'm going to end up just leaving some texture, I think. Because if it's a trinket dish and it's for like change and jewelry and stuff like that, it doesn't really need to be perfectly flat. the texture might be really nice to have. But I'll set that down, and then when I can grab it again, I will fill in those spots. And we've got a 5-inch stone. This is one of the new Happy Dotting Company molds. I got a paint booger in my paint, so bear with me. I just have to get that out. There we go. I love base painting things, so we might even do some keychains today. Might as well, right? If we've got it out. Oops. Oops, dust in there. Paint booger there. There we go, that's better. Let that one dry. And then this is the 6.5-inch stone, or 6-inch stone. Also Happy Dotting Company's new one. That's way too much paint. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh, I got a few paints I need to stock up on, I think. I didn't realize I was getting that low on the black. All right then. Add that to the list for maybe tomorrow. My hands are covered. When I base paint things, I always start on the bottom. That way when I flip over the top and paint the other side, paint chips, it's only on the back. That way when I flip it over to paint the other side and some paint chips, it's only on the back. I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Kind of messy when I'm base coating. Yeah. And you know what? I get to the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm messy when I'm base coating, and I don't care. I enjoy it. I like to have my hands covered in paint. It's fine. There's always somebody, though, that comments on my videos if I'm doing that and I've got paint all over my hands. Why aren't you wearing gloves? And my answer for that is because I don't want to. There's lots of things that I wear gloves for. Base painting is not one of them. But I'm always getting covered in paint. Oops. I mean, if some paint comes off from the gypsum, damage the backside and not the front. Oh. That's a good idea. I always paint the top and let it dry, and then I paint the bottom and let it dry, and then I usually do a second coat on the top. One thing to remember too, it's completely up to you. You can varnish your stone before you paint your design. That can make it a little easier for removing things that you want to make corrections for. So if you smudge some paint and you need to remove it, it's going to be easier to do that from an already varnished surface. So if that is something that would be helpful for you, do your base coat and then do your wet-sit, your varnish. That's what I meant by your wet-sit. All right, I've got this one to paint too, so I might as well do that. Sorry, I'm really focused apparently. Who knew that painting a letter M would require such focus? So I've got some ideas of what to do with the skinnier letters. I think there's going to be stuff to be done with those. Well, we shall see. All right. What else can we base paint? Okay, I'm going on the hunt. I'll be right back. 1 second. Thank you. I like my cup too. It's one of my favorites. I use it all the time. Also motivates me to paint the bottom at all because I'd be tempted not to. That's true that. You're all focused with me? Okay, fantastic. All right, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Alright. Found a couple more things. We'll get the base paint on those, and maybe by then we might be able to do the metallic brown top dots on the table, and then we should be able to paint a little bit on maybe the big letter M. See how it goes. Alright. So I've got another trinket dish. It's quite a shiny surface sometimes, the gypsum, and depending on the mold that you're using. So if you find that it is too smooth and it's not, the paint is almost slipping off, there's a couple things you can do. One is paint your base coat with multi-surface paint and let it air cure for a while. The other is to just take a very, very fine sandpaper and just really quickly and gently go over the surface. That could rough it up just enough that the paint will stick to it. But like 180, 200, maybe even finer on the sandpaper grit. Because like if I'm on this one, the trinket dish, it's a very, very smooth finish because it's a mold that's often used for resin, right? So when it's used for resin, it's going to have a smoother finish too. Schmutz and schmutz and schmutz. Get out of there. Any other schmutz in there? No, no more schmutz. All right. Quickly, I'm gonna pour my Diet Pepsi. All right. Okie dokie. Candle holder. I'll often use black gesso for my base coats too, but because I already had the black paint out, I'm Just going with this. Quite often if I'm painting on a wood panel, I'll do a coat or two of black paint, just because the wood can be really thirsty and soak up a lot, meaning you need a few extra coats. So sometimes if that's the case, I will use craft paint for those first couple of coats, and then maybe do a layer of gypsum after that. Not gypsum, sorry, a layer of gesso. Started with the right letter, but it was the completely wrong word. All right, let's do this one. Oh, that's a big paint booger in there. Wait till that sucker comes out. Here it is. I'm also really bad for not cleaning the dust off properly before I start this process, so I end up just creating paint boogers because of it, right? And that's where some of these little globs of stuff are coming from too, is that I just didn't wipe the surface before painting it to get the dust off. Because I am impatient. All right. Well, there's a few things. One step closer to being prepped and ready to paint. So that's good. I need to buy some more of that black paint when I go to Michael's next time. When these are more dry, I will get the undersides of the stones and the letters too, really. I think I'm going to use the same colors, rainbow colors. Which one do I want to do? I'm still torn. I thought I had made a decision and apparently I didn't. Stopped myself dead in my tracks. All right, let me scroll back and see if there's any comments that I missed. Tina, the candle holder is actually Dot Art Depot, Lydia May's site. She's got some great tools and some good molds and lots of great supplies on her site. And if you're spending more than $25, you can try code Jamie10. It may still work for a discount code. I have to reach out to Lydia to see. But dotartdepot.com. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Right? Can't go wrong with rainbow. And I think using the rainbow colors that I did on the panel, I think. Okay, while I'm making decisions, I have some signatures to add to the bottom of a few flower pots. So why don't I do that? I'm going to keep pushing this back and pushing it back and see if the decision just comes to me. I think I need to bring in the rainbow panel and look at it compared to the blacklight ones and see which ones I want to do. All right. Oh, that one's done. So these are all the flower pots from this weekend's workshop. So I've got to sign the bottoms. Ding, ding, ding. And I don't know. Oh, there they are. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's my gold. My pink, pink, pink. All right. So now I can sign this. All right, let me scroll back here 1 second. If you're debating on Happy Dotting Company or Devon, I've never tried any of the Devon Dotting candle holders, but it makes sense to me that they'd be good. The Happy Dotting Company one is difficult to get out of the mold for sure, but the stone I find good. Do the letter M. There we go. Always sign your work. Always, always, always sign your work. All right, so that one can go and dry. Oop. Oh, I hope I didn't crack it. So this one, I used those colors. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we will go I don't know why I started with the M. Usually I start with the J and do JM. So I don't know why I did that. All right, and now this one. That one, use this one, and now I want to paint a heart, did a white center dot, now I'm lost. Do you have some fun colors to use as top dots on the white, or do you want to keep it white? There's that one done. All right, so this one is this one. Now I'm going to actually get off my lazy butt and go walk it around to make sure I don't crack it. Make sure the pink one's okay. All right, now I'll grab the peacock one. So this is peacock color inspired. I'll sign the bottom with that one. So that means I need... Oh, I put all those colors back in their paint bottles. Of course I did. Of course I did. So we will grab... Gonna have to grab the bottles again. So that was this one. Nope, that one's not open. This one. I think this one. Nope, not crisp blue. Tide Pool. And then we had the green matte metallic. This one. Where did I put my green matte metallic? Where are you, green? How do you lose paints that fast? There it is. Got it. There's the green. And there's the purple that I used. All right, here we go. I have no idea what color or pattern I want to go with. I just want to paint. So keep going with the white and then see if you have colors that you can come back in and add on. Sometimes that can feel good. Start with the white because that's what you've got out. Right? So we're going to go J. Oops. I hate that. When you know you want to paint and you don't know what colors you want to use and you feel just kind of stumped. Like I'm sitting here and I want to paint and nothing's coming to me. That can be frustrating as hell. All right. I love that color. Love that color. It looks much more teal in real life. It's more teal than blue. I like the subtlety of the matte metallics, but at the same time, I find that they just don't have that wow factor. And one big chunky one. We're going to wipe that off. Oh, I guess we're going to wipe the L off too. That's where Sarah Renee. Yes, those color cards would come in really handy. Or my Dot Mandela inspiration deck. That can come in handy there too. Okay, I need the metallic green. I want to get one of those cubes though. They look like a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We'll leave the long leg on that. All right, well, this is good. And then I'll grab the table again and we'll see if it's ready for the metallic brown top dots. I honestly don't know that I'm prepared to make a decision about the letters today. I'm not 100% sure. I decided to just put some glitters on black base coats and procrastinate. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I'm not completely convinced that I'm ready to make a decision yet between the colors. So the colors are either going to be those colors, or let me go get the other one. Those colors or those colors. So I'm not 100% sure which way to go yet. So now I should count how many letters I have, because that could help make a deciding factor of how many repetitions of each color that I could do. So what do we have? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that means there would be so I have 12 colors in the rainbow circuit. So I could add in a couple more colors. Probably. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I could add in any more. So 12 colors is too many. And then if I do so how many did I say that was? 7, 11, 17. Perfect. Nothing's going to divide into 17, right? So that means we need one color will be the first and the last. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So then we've got 15. So we're going to do 6 colors. 6 colors. And then the 6th color will be the first M and the last R. So if we do 6 colors, what do we got here? We've got the red counts as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6. So I could do these ones. I'm not sure, you guys. I think I'm going to have to think on that for a little bit. Honestly. I think I'm going to have to think on it a little bit before I figure that out. That's got a scratch in it. Oh, just a chalk smudge. Good. I can fix that. Yeah. I'm sorry to do this, guys, but I think that this is honestly a natural stopping point for tonight, because I don't, in order to bring the table back in, I'd have to clear off all of these, and I don't really know where I'm going to put them yet, to be honest with you, all the stuff I just painted. And it's not all completely dry, so I'd like to leave it there for now. I don't care if it gets on the back of these panels or canvases. I definitely know I'm not ready to make a color decision for it. So what I think I'm gonna do is I think we're gonna call it for tonight, and then I'm going to make a schedule, and we will be able to, we're gonna start some new stuff on Tuesday, or Tuesday will be resin. We'll resin the sunflower table on Tuesday night. I think that that's the way to go, you guys. Thanks, Patty. Use the gouache. Okay, so Tina's a vote for the gouache. All right, I'm going to do a little playing around, and we'll see what we can do. I'm so glad that you guys were able to pop in and hang out. I will put up the schedule later tomorrow for the upcoming week, and if I can, I'll try and squeeze in a live on the holiday Monday. Aw, sorry, Lady Artemis. Thanks, Kelly. Have a great weekend, you guys. Thank you so much for the love. Thanks, Tina. We'll pick this up again on Tuesday. Stay tuned for my live schedule, and I'm excited for the updates that I'm going to have for you when we talk on Tuesday. I think it's going to be fun. I think I'm going to have a lot done. So thank you guys. Have a wonderful holiday weekend if you are celebrating. If you have a non-holiday weekend happening, I hope that you have some time to take a couple of breaths and do something that you really enjoy. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. I'm glad that you enjoyed yourselves, guys. Thank you. Thanks, Jess. Bye, Cara. Night, Holly. Night, Letitia and Rebecca. The romper room in reverse. All right, you guys. We'll see you again really soon. Lots of love to ya.